Elvis, answer this question, and of course, I don't know how the NDC listen to this argument and will demystify it clear. Under the circumstance, the NDC introduced what you call the what do you call it? Pay or sort of. Do you take or pay?
Take or pay, yes.
That agreement.
Good.
And that agreement still has no space, no loop out. So, whether we like it or not, under the presidency of Akufo-Addo, we are bound to pay this agreement to it, take or pay agreement to it. However, there are excess power, we have no use for it. But the question remains now, Ghana need power and we have to use it and pay. Try to reconcile that of the contract signed by your government, and now we are being told that the excess power, and still Ghana find herself in some form of darkness. What sense does it make?
Oh, sir. It's back to the point I was making. The argument they are making is that adding to the grid, was not important. Okay. So the simple question you ask is, Ghana, in Nkrumah, what was our population? What was the demand for energy? That's what I said.
Yeah.
Cumulatively over the years, has the demand for energy gone up?
Good.
And at the time that all these power plants were put in place, that installed demand and as a capacity, was it meeting the demand? Was the supply meeting the demand?
That's a very relevant
It's simple.
Yeah.
So what I say, because as the population grows, industry say, demand for energy will go up. You must expand your capacity.
Yeah.
The reason why Nigeria they are having problems is that they have not been adding to their grid.
Exactly.
Then President Mahama came in emergency. He had to find ways of getting us energy. And in the energy sector, you see, they pretend as if the energy sector it exists in a vacuum. In the why no on Fanisika, embassy plants, ACH, at the high cost, maintenance near the only any agreement or guarantee.
On paper.
In any case, this argument in the energy sector, you were installed capacity. So what I say, and you want the available capacity.
Yeah.
Installed capacity near the total capacity now you installed. At any given time, you cannot be using all of it. There's something I'm offering a reserve margin. So what I say, it is a Kobani say any of these other plants, your maintenance and I say BB say or a reserve where you can tap into.
Yeah.
That's why you have that capacity. And for anybody to say energy be and now okay, it is other normal buying at the same take or pay agreements, they are signing the same thing.
That is where I mean understand.
People cannot think. The country was a president Nankasani son and all Babaka, which is son and now before say you are in another country.
Because the Japan, who is a brother, also continues to say I'm excess power no, but excess power no. Why
we haven't do so? Yeah, we haven't do so. They are shedding load. What I say. So a deliberate to obfuscate people, to confuse people. Said the money I say. You need. We have provided 73%. And I believe that when we come back, we will do more because we're going to expand the economy, have more industry. There are some types of industry they cannot come to this part of the world because the energy, is not even enough. So energy is the key. So what I say, energy is the key. Apart from the Atuabo gas, is saving this country $300 million every year. Under which government? $300 million every year. Under which government? So as for energy sector there, they should stop talking about it.
But you see, all this IPP, when we now suffer. The independent power producers.
Now, when we were leaving, before we left office, what did we do? We knew said there were debts, right? And they created what? ESLA. ESLA, they say, you tax now. Near the Akwakubusa account. So the
Oslo accounting was purposely for this.
Yes. We don't buy it. First of all, almost say Esla useless.
The accounting were his is here.
Esla useless. Then they came and increased the Esla. Apart from increasing the Esla, then they took the Esla and used it as collateral to go and take a loan. Hey, that's this government for you. So when you sue Esla, Aquacoji loan. It is kebi abeba Esla no bia no na ekọ.
Now, Salon is here the Bayede.
You should ask them. Am I in government? Yeah, no, look, me, if I don't believe in anything, I won't. This government, they don't deserve 1 second. 1 second. 7th January. Oh, yeah. No. And it's horrible and horrid. And Ghanaians, we are too indolent. Like, we are there, And especially my friends, middle class. When you meet me, Charlie, you people, we are looking up to you. We are also looking up to you. The same way, what are those demonstrations called? Fix the why this is the time that you must all arise. Because, see, there's no future for you, for all of us. No, this mess. Look, you're a pensioner, and is the middle class, no? Top months.
And we all saw it this recent haircut.
Yeah. And so what is going on? It was so sorry. What I say? Everybody must be involved. Ask yourself, 3, 2, 4, 5. The rate at which this country is going. Is there a future for them?
Is there a future for them, Elvis? Before making kind of message, zero down, tie this energy crisis issue and blah blah blah, and again with the hopes that when the NDC get chance back to power, the energy sector, we're going to have renewable energy and all of those things. Now, tie that to, and then give us a bit of understanding to that of former President John Mahama's enviable policy toward 24-hour economy.
Okay.
What is it about this? That there's a whole lot of narrative also coming against this.
Okay. I'll come to that quickly, but it's important before we do that. One of the major issues are digitalization. It's about we're journey of economy, eco digitalization. So what I say. Now, if we don't deal with that thing, it's important that we deal with those things. So, digitalization, a byproduct of something. What I say, digitalization free throw never. Answer na digitalization bebano. There must be a platform, a basis. That's what I said. Now, what is the platform on the basis? The platform on the basis, the e-transform projects. World Bank, President John Mahama. Don't forget, he was a minister.
I played a video just, I think, last week or so. Yeah.
First of all, John Mahama who said this is the future of Ghana. We did a 900-kilometer fiber optics network connecting 120 communities from Ho to Boku. And they've been so far Yendi to Tamale. So all that enclave in and you lay fiber optics. That becomes the basis for which you can do anything.
The BFM.
So that is the foundation. It is a new you cannot do anything. Apart from that, we did a 300-kilometer metro fiber optic network. Accra Tema. With free Wi-Fi and internet. Accra Tema enclave. So what I said. It's a normal foundation and basis. Every other entity, company, schools near there. Apart from that, at a modern tier 3, 600 rack space data center is the best in West Africa. And there were 45 rack space backup OK and UST. The infrastructure at the Accra Digital Center, apart from the various regional communication centers, more head office near there. So President Mahama laid a solid foundation. That's what I said. Now, Momoba will be up. Now, more fat. Now, more rebranded. To say ayalolo here.
We know feed in the war China set up.
So,
and I think there is some Chinese group will manage it. Government, Now I think that the NDC suffered communication deficit against the backdrop of President John Mahama the Rubonic course saying till now these things are beginning to showcase itself to now illustrate what the former president did before he left.
Okay. Now back to your but open a 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, I'm fatum because it's important.
Yes, I'm fatum.
Yes, quickly, good.
Maybe to me, I should free you.
Good. Now, open so the performance of President Mahama.
Yeah.
Now, the performance of MPP and the Abaumia, there are indicators. Now, sir, indicators, no. It's a marking scheme. Globally, IMF, World Bank, Fitch, Standard & Poor, Economic Intelligence Union, and they use it for all countries. It's in Ghana, specific to Ghana. It's a
marking
global marking scheme. They measure America, India, and it's a your car, and it's a marking scheme. So those indicators, it be a public debt. Assets are oil fields, public revenue, debt to GDP, exchange rates, interest rates, budget deficit, inflation, central bank financing, debt servicing, near the unemployment, and access to financial markets, debt per capita, and no credit rating. Now, President Mahama 2016, before he left office, what was the record? 2016, OSHA debts indicator near debt. You be free about 120 billion. So 120 billion air from independence.
I see.
Yes. And the CNT that so out of that, President Mahama net DNA was about 56, 57 billion. And there are things to show for it, various sectors. It's CNT that a Canada Sububruja. And now I can say this is even 2022 figures. So the debt in 600 billion times 5.
What do we have to show?
Thank you. What do we have to show for it? The debt now, President Mahama pension mostly 120 now, a dollar so don't know. Today 600 billion. I feel near only one oil field, and near my age now, it was with one oil field, and then we invested a lot. By the time I went no more 2 oil fields, and the IMF and World Bank projected said the economy in 2017, 2018 will grow up to by 7%. Because of some investments now, Because what did MPP do in 2017 and my economy? They didn't do anything. It's investments, and and the ma, 7%. By the time they now started implementing their own policies and economy, almost 3 oil fields, they've raked in revenue more than any public revenue I rake here during our period. Was 240 billion Ghana cedis. Almost raking 830 billion.
Quite significant.
Taxes, bro. Taxes are almost the gun for so make us a I have it all here, but let me move on to the name. Debt to GDP ratio. No. I say a car would be in Any usika pudu yesesia or how much chichimu saying yeah 56%. See ye don't do say your debt to GDP ratio no 104%. Let's just say ye jiji ye tu nyina ni sika wo nyina just say sambo bosia 4% at the count answer na etimi atua. It's a disaster. How can anybody in his right senses look at these two people and even begin to compare? I think exchange rate. In fact, in December, it was 3.9. But by January, now about 4.2. And no kind of broth say if the fundamentals of your economy are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Exchange rate and a Koya could do 70% and 13 cities. So how can anybody in his right senses want these people to continue? When it's a disaster. Growth rate, average from Emrania was 3.6%. Almost average 3.1%. And no crown, we share industrial sector, and industrial sector is growing by minus 2.something%.
Too bad.
So how can the country grow? Interest rate, West, 25%. Say, Oko Bank interest rate, almost 40%. You can't even get the money. Inflation, West. President Mahama was 15.4%. Almost at the end, Koya could do 54.10%. BOG financing, 2016, we cannot finance. Yes, here election. We President Mahama, so we will not finance anything from BOG. 2016 election year, we didn't borrow one dime from BOG. Almost BOG almost printed 45 billion. That's why inflation. And according to World Bank, that singular act, over 800,000 people went into poverty. So what I say, debt servicing, you need to principal, need to interest. So what I say, to the extent say you be free abemono, you're saying just $750 million into a sinking fund. So by our president, €4 bond, a mature near the year, we were paying our principal interest, almost default. And even the dollar now, CD now, edu 13 cedis. Do you know, sir, we are not paying our debts? It's it's been suspended. Domestic debts, and our quiet haircut, and our foreign debts in the UNCHB cry has been suspended.
Yeah,
we will have to pay. It's just been suspended. So imagine what will happen to the city when we start paying. And on IMF, World Bank. So
IMF for
last, one of the experts said the CD is going to shoot up to 16-70% when we begin to pay those debts.
Still, our CD need to appreciate the strength of the dollar.
We never did haircuts, never. So government securities are the safest. Now, when principal interest when interest. Now, principal, you've pushed it forward. Now, now default. Unemployment, time we had access to the Euro bond. To say it's been blocked, we don't have it. Debt per capita,
it's been blocked because of too much borrowing.
You can't have access to the Euro bond. I wouldn't say about development cannot go on. Time no say per capita nipa ba could be a car there. Say check car na Ghana for Kenya na
30.1.
Obia no be the car 4,679,
including unborn
onye say no the car. And then a car dear no. Ochichama Ghana ni be the car 19,933. It will be at the cow. Obana, be careful because the car almost 20,000. Credit rating,
folks.
Pencil, B minus, and the pencil, and yes, you, and you MPP for pencil, and yes, you, and you, junk, useless. Now, 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
Almost
financial freedom, mommy. And number Wednesday, we deal with it because there's a reason why we have to stay a while longer on this 24-hour economy. My reason is because of I don't know, but on the governance side, communicators, I say, Ubia tries to miscommunicate. Maybe that's of what President Mahama has said so far. I have my understanding to all of that.
Don't worry.
I've done some extensive view on it, but Elvis, Elvis will deal with this on Wednesday. Yes. Wednesday a holiday, but then we'll have Elvis here in the studio. Until holiday, I had here. Now Wednesday, I'm going to make time for him. I'll even blog Ghana Speaks and then make all the time for Elvis. Then Friday, near Nine Jinaso sports. Yet all saying could be saying. Is it true or not true? We'll be who visuals be brave. And I'm going to show you a lot of neo PR Elvis has done in this part, including even showcasing late Tamils and all of that. And Oshe Pechanoni and that